Hello everyone, it is me, your favorite Manic Pixie Nightmare, and today we are playing Parkasaurus, and let's just get right into this. I love this game. It is very, very similar to Zoo Tycoon. If you ever played the original Zoo Tycoon with the expansion Dinosaur Digs, this is very much what this game is. But obviously better graphics, and I really like this game. So we can do standard, sandbox, or dinosaur tycoon. Dinosaur tycoon is basically just hard mode, which I do want to do. I actually love playing in dinosaur tycoon. I like the challenge, but for now I think we're gonna go in sandbox, and we can't get achievements in sandbox, but that's fine. We're gonna give ourselves a generous amount of money because I want to show off this game first. Let's see. Yeah, we'll do flat terrain. Okay, yeah, and that's all I want to do. Mostly default, but with a little bit more money, and generally sandbox. Alright, so this game is super cool, and I have a great idea for it. So, every single dinosaur I'm going to name after a subscriber. So, if you want to have a chance at, being named after a dinosaur, all you have to do is subscribe to this channel, and then comment down below saying, just saying your interest in becoming a dinosaur, really, honestly. If you have a preference of what dinosaur, let me know, and I will try to give you the dinosaur of your preference. So we're just going to call this YouTube Park, because I have so many save files, this will help me keep track of which one's which. So what we're going to do first is we are going to remove all the paths, because I actually hate these white paths. I do not like the way they look. And then we're going to clear out the entire park. So this is going to take a few minutes. Oh, fuck, I should pause, because it starts out pressed with the play button. I don't want to waste a day, because we need to make money. So normally you start out with $9,000, like $9,500, I believe. But with the generous amount, you start with $20,000, and that is what I want because I want to be able to get lots done pretty quickly. So when we're doing this playthrough, again, I will name it after my subscribers and your channels. So that's a way to get your channel shouted out because I will be checking in on the dinosaurs. Also, let me know if you want to be a male dinosaur or a female dinosaur. Or if you don't care, just don't put it and I'll put you as random. But, yeah. So, once we have kind of finished up this park, I would love to go into Dinosaur Tycoon, the hard mode, and just play it out validly to show you guys how, it's different and how much it's changed. Generally, everything is more expensive. All the science research, all the love research, and then money. Everything in the shop is more expensive. Some of it's just a little more expensive. For example, street lamps go from $10 to $15. Fences go from $3 to $7, depending on the fence. That's the beginner fence is $3. Which doesn't seem like it would be a big deal, but it actually makes quite the difference. Because when you're spending more money, even just a tiny bit like that, you notice. The sign, larger buildings though, it's really noticeable. It goes from $1,500 for one building to $2,000 or more generally. So you start to notice it pretty quickly. Alright, these guys aren't going to give us any money, but they're in the way, so I want them gone. Alright, so now I want to design kind of the entrance to my park. I'm going to change these colors. So I like to do this kind of teal, and then my purple and purple, because they're my favorite colors, and then another teal. I'm also going to raise the price of the zoo, so this is $5.75 is the maximum I can raise it without people complaining about the price early game. So if I raise it any higher, people will complain that it's too expensive and I'll get less people coming, which I do not want to happen. So from here we're kind of going to make this area right here, which is the entryway. And I would like... yes, I know it's going to be uneven, but I like to have a 4x4 path, because the science center fits really nicely. Well, the science, I'll show you what it is in a second. It's like a science station thingy. It fits really nicely, in a 4x thingy, especially when I add these outlines, which I like to add these outlines to the path, because I just think it makes the path look a lot nicer. Okay. So as you can see, I think that looks really, really nice. My favorite paths to use are these nice stone ones. Oh yeah, the paths go up from like $1 per path to like $3 per path. So it's really, you notice it pretty quickly, because the paths get really expensive too. Like they're already like pretty expensive even being like at $1, so. Alright, let's bring this down a bit more. Now, we start out with a Stegosaurus egg and a Ceratopsia foot. So the Stegosaurus, I'm currently making its enclosure right here. It's a herd dinosaur, so we have to make sure that we have enough space that we can add in its herd. Alright, so that's 4... I'm gonna... 8, 12... 12. Oh, that was my bad. Undo that. Alright, we'll go back here and then we'll fill this in. So this is going to be a little tiny rest area. I plan on making a bigger one, like an actual food court kind of area. But I want to conserve our money pretty much as we can. This side path will just be 3. Alright. And then we kind of just outline this like this. Okay, that wasn't that bad. And then we'll go like this. Okay. And then I'll just carefully do that. That is not the correct one. I clicked the wrong one. Why didn't no one tell me? Whatever, I'll waste some money, it's fine. It's only $2 fucking. Alright. And there we go. Alright, so this area right... I forgot that it's gonna bother me if I don't fix it. Okay. It's fine, it's fine. We're fine. Easy peasy. Alright. So this area right here, this... Oh my god, I'm an idiot! Why can't I do this right? For fuck's sake. Okay, there we go, finally. So this area right here, this is gonna be our Stegosaurus enclosure. So these outer walls actually count as part of the fence, so you don't actually have to put a fence down there. So we're gonna very carefully fill this out. And boom, this is gonna be our new exhibit. It's named a new exhibit, so I like to name it after the dinosaur that's going to be in there. For the specific purpose of if they get sick, and I've kept everything named new exhibit, I'm gonna have no idea which exhibit has the sick dinosaur. But if it's a dinosaur in Stegosaurus exhibit is sick, that is much easier for me to tell. Alright, so we put the egg down. Now real quick, we're gonna spend some hearts. So I like to get medium dino friends and then the Acme security, which lowers the effect of guest intrusion. So the guests will bother the dinosaurs if they stare at them too much, and that kind of lowers that chance. And we'll get this, because I do want the Tom's Wonton truck. And now we have to hire some employees. So I'm gonna hire this veterinarian because she's pretty well rounded. This janitor's fine. Let's see, this scientist is fine. And I'm gonna actually hire a second scientist. Sure, this one's fine. And then I'm gonna hire one security officer. And we'll grab Kiranaz. Okay, now that I have those hired, I'm going to go into my buildings tab. And I'm gonna grab a science building and kind of put that out of the way a little bit. I'll move it eventually once I have a designated spot for it, but for now I'm just gonna put it there. And then we're gonna go to the facilities station and grab an employee building, which allows us to train our employees. And we're gonna put that right there. Grab some donation boxes and spread those out so people can donate to my dinosaurs. If people like your enclosure enough and how you treat the dinosaur, they will give you money. For no reason. They'll just give you money. It's great. We'll put a trash can there. One over here. Let's put some bathrooms over here. So part of getting donations and money is making sure your guests are happy. So you have to give them a place to sit, you have to give them a place to eat, and like a bathroom as well, because guests do need to use the bathroom. And if you want your guests to stay for a long time, you want to add street lights so that they'll stay at night. If it's dark, they'll leave. And we want them to stay as long as possible so they can keep spending money. Now, I actually plan, once we have a lot more money than we do, about 100,000, I plan on tearing apart the entire zoo and redoing it with all the new objects that we'll have at that point. Because at that point, we'll have like a bunch of stuff unlocked and I can make the zoo look really cool. So until then, I like to just kind of throw things together for, like, you know, bare minimum stuff. Okay, and now we need to give them places to sit. They would also like you to add decorations, but they're not entirely... It'll make the guests happier and you'll get better ratings, which will increase the guests you have the next day. But it's not necessarily required. And we need food to sell our guests, so I'm gonna put this here. Now this is a really small area that I've made, and it's gonna kind of be a little bad. So instead I'll put some food trucks on this side. And then what we really need to do is we need to grab the stone science presentation, which will be where our second scientist kind of hangs out. Ooh, I mismatched this. Ooh, I'm gonna have to fix that. I'll fix that later. It's gonna bother me until then. Oh, it might bother me now. I might have to fix it now. Oof. Okay, it's fine. I'm not bothered. I am a normal person who doesn't get bothered by things like that. Okay, I need to fix it right now. I'm sorry. I need to. I really do. Okay. Oh, that's the wrong fucking thing. Okay, so we need to start here, kind of do that, and one this way. And then we take this. Okay, that's better. That upsets me a lot less. Okay, so we're gonna find a scientist, and then put him there. Then we're gonna also find another scientist. Excuse me, I would like to pick you up, thank you. And put them in there. And now we're gonna kind of switch through, and yes, exactly, until we find the security officer, and we're gonna put him in there. Because the security officer has two jobs. Keep people from stealing your shit, and collect the food every day. Now, he can't collect the food while he's in here, so we'll have to do that manually, but what he can do is still kick people out even when he's here. So we're gonna get him all leveled up, and make him super good at his job, and then it'll be great. So we're gonna go here real quick, and this is where you get all your dinosaur parts. So we are going to go to the shallow depths, which is free, so we don't have to worry about paying for it. And then with us and the help of all of our people, we're gonna go get some Stegosauria footprints and Stegosauria skulls. Because like I said, Stegosauruses are herd animals, so they need to have friends. And now that that's done, we will prepare its enclosure. So it needs food. And they are a medium dinosaur, so medium dinosaurs, although the general food is fine, like just plants, they actually like bushes, and that helps keep them healthy if you get the food for their size. And we don't currently have any, so we are going to buy 8 of these and then add 8 to our daily order, so we don't have to keep going back and buying it. And then I've played this game enough that I know that these guys like to be in the rainforest. So we're gonna set up the biome so that it's a rainforest biome. So we start by making it into a forest biome. And then from there, we click on this water button down here. And so the yellow tells us that it's completely dry, and that's not good, because for a rainforest biome, you need to have lots of water. Not only that, but if you want your plants to stay healthy and happy and be watered, you have to make sure that all of this turns blue. Any area that is blue, it's a good amount of water and your plants will grow and remain healthy. So we've already gotten the requirements for the rainforest biome, but the rest of the area still isn't watered. So we're gonna continue putting water down. And luckily water is free. It's free even on the hardcore mode, because you need quite a bit of it. Alright, and as you can see, this entire area is now watered, so it is nice and good. While we are here, we are going to grab the shed shelter and place maybe 2 of those down. They are expensive, but they give more privacy than just putting grass down. But even so, we're still going to put some grass down. I like to put the grass and the sheds together, because that makes their privacy go up really quickly. And we're just going to kind of distribute it throughout the enclosure so that they have places to hide from guests when they don't really want to be seen. Okay, and now we wait until it hatches. For the purpose of, we don't know exactly what decorations we need until, you know, it actually does hatch, so. So this little guy is the veterinarian, and he will fill the feeders for us, so we don't have to worry about that. We do have to worry about collecting this box, though. So that's our daily shipment of food. He normally does it, but again, he's in training right now. So he'll protect our park against thieves somehow, but he cannot collect the food. And our scientists are going to work on generating us science, and the hearts are generated through the happiness of our dinos. So if we want more stuff, we're going to have to make sure to keep our dinosaurs nice and happy. Alright, so Agatha is a girl, and she needs more rocks to make her happy. So we'll go to the rocks section, and we'll start planting them in various spots. So right now, we have basic things unlocked, but eventually we will unlock the prehistoric stuff. And the prehistoric stuff, you kind of instantly want to put in the enclosure. When you get it, you want to like redo all your enclosures because of the fact that it makes them extra happy. So normally you can only get this to 95%, but you can get them to 100% happiness if you use the ancient stuff. And the happier your dinosaurs are, the more money guests will give to you, and the happier your dinosaurs are, the more hearts you get to spend on items and upgrades. So it's pretty important to get those. They are kind of a late game heart thing. So right here's the forest pack, so you get the ancient lycopod, ancient monkey puzzle tree, and the fern door. And then if we keep going, there's the mud pack, which is the ancient magnolia, ancient tails, and this toy stickball. And then there's a desert one, yeah, the sand pack. So the ancient spinosyd, ancient lepidodendron, and then the back scratcher. So all those items make the dinosaur super happy, and so we really want to grab all those. I need to keep decorating the enclosure. My bad. Alright, so does she still want rocks? No, she wants bushes. I kind of like to clump all these things together because I think they just look better than when they're spread out. But you can decorate your enclosures however you want if you get this game. It's a really fun game, honestly. There's a story mode, and I could play that if you want. I'm not super interested in playing it. But if you want to see it, again, I'm really happy to. Like in Zoo Tycoon, my real interest in this is like the whole sandbox mode, and then just like the being able to start my own zoo from scratch. The story mode is you go to other zoos and you improve them. Like you go to a zoo and it's bad in some way, shape, or form, and you're supposed to fix it, and you have a certain amount of days to do so in order to get points to get upgrades. So it is fun. But my preference is just playing it like this. But again, if you guys want to see it, I'm happy to do so. I do love this game, and I love playing it. It's a very good, cozy game. Like any tycoon, like Zoo Tycoon-ish game is gonna be really cozy and comforting to play, and I recommend them entirely. And if you think you're too cool for cozy games, remember, no one is too cool for cozy games. They're cozy games. They are made to make you feel all warm and fuzzy and happy, and they're supposed to relax you. If you are too cool for relaxation, then I feel really bad for you, my guy. Like, I love shooters and RPGs and, you know, Fallout and other games like that as much as the next person, but like a cozy game is just so good. You know, it's so nice to just be able to relax a little bit. Alright, we need more trees. Yeah. I don't think we need many more trees. I like these ones because I can still see the dinosaurs. A lot of the trees, they have like... For example, like, if I filled it with this tree, I wouldn't really be able to see much. Unless I went into first person, which I could do. And I might do, but... Can I not go into first person right now? Oh, no, it's right here. Nah, I'm dumb. Alright, we're gonna put away the gun. And look, there's Agatha, who will be renamed to a subscriber next video, if anyone subscribes and comments. But yeah, see, we can go into first person, and we can go bother the guests, we can look at the hot dog, at our employees, at the wontons. And I learned this not too long ago, but you can just... and they'll just die. And that's fine. And look, that man died with a smile on his face, okay? I'm not a bad person. I'm not a bad person, I promise. But yeah, you can just do that. You can just shoot people if you want to, and they'll just die. It's fine. Everything's fine, you know? Murder, it's fine. It's totally cool in my cozy game. You can just fuck people up in this cozy game. It's great. You can also feed them to your dinosaurs if you wanted to, so it keeps that from Zoo Tycoon and Dinosaur Tycoon. And I don't want to compare the games because they are actually very different, but they have the same idea. I still own my original copy of Zoo Tycoon if you guys ever want to see me play it. It's the original Zoo Tycoon. It's very much dated graphics, but it's still a really fun game. So now we have to kind of do a digging mini game where we look for the fossils. Now if you accidentally hit any of the exposed fossil, the fossil will break, so you want to be careful of that. And there we go. Alright, we're gonna reopen that portal, and now we are going to buy an imperfect gem, since you need gems to make dinosaur eggs. And then we're gonna create our little Stegosaurus egg. Now, I personally like to sort my inventory, so I like to keep my dinosaur parts down here. And I'm just gonna immediately plant this egg, so it doesn't matter if it sits in my inventory. But usually I keep the hats and the dinosaur eggs mid-range, and then food on the first row. Alright, we have our second dinosaur, and now we're hoping for a boy. Because although Stegosauri are herd animals, they don't like it when there's no opposite sex, because they want to mate. They want to breed, they want to make more. So if you have all females or all males, they're going to be very unhappy. So you're hoping for opposite genders. And it's a 50% chance of getting a male or a female, so I'd say the odds are equally in our favor, but I've also hatched like 6 females in a row before. And that sucks. It sucks when that happens. As you can see, because my dinosaur is happy, people are donating lots of money to it. Now, how much they donate depends on your dinosaur appeal. I have one dinosaur, and it is a very not rare dinosaur. It is like a tier 1 dinosaur, so it only gives me 102 per Stegosaurus. I can increase that with hats and by making special enclosures, but the special enclosures are very expensive. For example, if I go here and I go to themes, which are the special enclosure items, they're $50,000 each. And then I have to do like certain tasks. So for example, the prehistoric theme, the exhibit needs to be at least the size of a 483, which check. All plants require water. Realism must be maximum. And the theme item that is the prehistoric theme. So realism means it has to be the prehistoric plants. I cannot have any of these modern day plants if I want to have the prehistoric theme. And each of them have like certain things like that that you have to accomplish in order to activate them. But when you do, it gives a major appeal raise, and not only that, but guests will donate a lot more to that enclosure. You'll just generally get a lot of money for it. But we cannot afford to do that right now because A, I haven't unlocked the special items yet, and B, we don't even have enough money for the item itself. So there's no real point in trying to do that now. And that's why you want to have all your plants watered too, is because all of those require that all your plants are well taken care of. Alright, I actually have water this time instead of Coke, so I'm gonna drink some water now. And pretty much afterwards we just let the game play out. Basically until morning. And then we start on the next day, and our egg is almost hatched luckily, so that's really cool. But yeah, we could mess with these guys a little more by shooting at them, but then they can't spend any more money, so it's not really beneficial to shoot at them unless you're late game and just want to have some fun and see how many people you can shoot in a day. I don't feel like doing that right now. I need the money, so... Alright, and then we get a summary at the end of the day, so we lost 13,758. So yeah, not great. It's because we spend so much money on enclosures and food items and such. That will cause badness. Alright, what are you? You are Hopper, which is, you're a male. Awesome. So that's, again, if you want to be named after a dinosaur, just comment down below. Subscribe and comment down below. You have to be subscribed or I won't name you. Alright, there we go. So now we have a second dinosaur, so our appeal went up to 204, which means more people should come today. Now let's check on him. He's gained 2 levels, so he has 6 skill points. There we go, and then I like to keep these pretty even. So because we now have a male Stegosaurus, we don't actually have to keep hatching Stegosauruses. I mean, that's... Yeah, no, it's a Stegosaurus. I'm dumb. We can just wait until we unlock the breeding kit through the heart menu and then breed them that way. But they aren't going to be super happy with not having more of them, so it is beneficial to make more if you want to. I'm going to wait, but we still need the Stegosauri skeletons because of the fact that each of these require a certain skeleton, and it says so right here. So we have the Ankylosaurus right here, which I'm not going to unlock, but it requires the, it requires an Ankylosaurus bones, but so does Gastonia. And the Stegosaurus is required for the Kentrosaurus. And then, if I wanted to get the Velociraptor, which I definitely do, the Theropa skeleton is required for the Albertosaurus, and pretty much all of the, Oviraptor and all of the, Tyrannosaurus. Every single meat eater needs it, and then, Brachiosaurus skeletons needed for all the big guys. So yeah, we still need to keep them even if we already have Stegosauri, which is why I kept getting so many. Right now we're working on getting some Triceratops to increase our appeal even more. I'm probably gonna make 2 more Stegosauruses just to get my appeal up more. I don't have to, but I kind of want to get my appeal up. And it'll make the Stegosauri more happy and get us more hearts quicker. So we just got 20 hearts from doing that quest, so we're going to spend them immediately. We're going to get the Meat Lover snack pack, security, and that's all we can afford right now. But that gives us access to toys, because these dinosaurs are basically like pets, and they need stimulation. So we're going to give them a few toys to keep them busy, and then we're going to go and grab our expedition now. I double-clicked, and that destroyed the skeleton. So that's what happens if you accidentally overlap with a bone. It breaks if you double-click it. So be careful while you're doing that. I was being stupid and rushed through it. So our eggs are almost ready. They probably won't be ready until tomorrow, though. So our park closes at 10, which means we're nearing closing. I'm gonna skip the summary because I don't care that much about the summary. It can be useful, but I would rather just move on really quickly. Alright, so we're on day 3, and they want us to sell cotton candy, and we can do that since we have a cotton candy truck. And we also have a wonton truck. So generally you won't get the quest unless you have like the object associated with it. So you want to keep buying those objects in order to get more quests. Alright, and you are a little boy. And you are a little girl. Okay, so we have 2 boys and 2 girls. It's actually pretty good. So any random, which means each of them will be paired, and that'll increase their happiness. Once we put down eggs, also, it will get random mixtures between which parent the baby will have. So right now I'm working towards getting this because it makes them more okay with living in a smaller area, which means we can get fit a lot more dinosaurs in a small, compact space, which is great because that increases our dinosaur appeal without the need of making any new enclosures. So in the end, it will save us a lot of money. Plus, I tend to have like 1 species per enclosure, and I don't want to have to make a secondary like Stegosaurus Enclosure. A, because they're not worth much appeal, but also B, because I just don't like having multiples. It's a preference. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna switch this guy out for him. And I'll keep getting Ceratopsias. I could probably make the enclosure now, but I'm gonna have to make kind of a bit more space and edit the pathing a bit. But the enclosure will probably go here right across, so... yeah. Oh, and we have enough. Hell yeah. Alright, we're gonna grab the uncommon gem, so that we can now make 2nd tier dinosaurs, which are these guys. So instead of making a Triceratops, we should make a Protoceratops. Oh, I need 500 science, which I do not have, and 10 hearts, which I also do not have. Alright, fair enough. It's fine. But yeah, once we have enough, we can unlock it, and then we can make those instead, and those are going to give us a lot more appeal than just the regular Triceratops, which will increase the number of guests, and thereby increase the number of spending those guests do. So we'll get a lot more money, and money is very important in this game. Alright, hello. So now that this guy is level 7, he's gonna do really, really well for a while at keeping our park safe. So as he's leveling up, I'm gonna start putting things into tool use and efficiency so that we can start digging deeper. And yes, we'll have to spend money, but we'll get a lot more items out of it. So eventually you want all these, so right now I can do 20, he can only do 5. If we add more into his tool use, he'll eventually be able to get up to 30 clicks, and so we'll be able to get a lot deeper underground, which would be really nice. Because then we can get rare hats and different items as well, including money and hearts, which are always necessary. Alright. So yeah, as our dinosaurs age, they will eventually be able to wear hats. So that's why I was okay with spending money on the uncommon gem, because we have to wait a week for them to be able to wear the bow anyway. So once we can use the bow, we will. But for now, it's fine. And we got money for a reward. Hell yeah. Alright, and I think I'm going to leave this episode off here. We got quite a bit done this episode, and that's really great. But I want to give people a chance to comment down below if they want to before the next episode. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up. If you want to comment down below and talk to me, go ahead. Or if you want to become one of the dinosaurs, like have the dinosaurs named after your channel, then hit that subscribe button and comment down below telling me which dinosaur you want to be named after. So far your options are Stegosaurus, male or female. Next episode we will have a few more dinosaurs to choose from. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that like button, and even if you don't want to be a dinosaur, please subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. Our current goal is 1,000 subscribers, and then I'm going to have a special live stream subscribe-a-thon. So we will do a 24-hour live stream where, you know, we're going to try to reach subscriber goals, and if we hit them, I will eat a spicy pepper. So we'll start out with like a low spice, and then go up to a really high spice, and I have no spice tolerance, so it'll be really funny. I'll even make Ian do it. So yeah, please hit that subscribe button. It really helps me out and gets us closer to that really fun event. And I'll see you guys next time, okay? Goodbye!